everyone, welcome once again to Cooking with Tita right here in my kitchen. Today I like to share my chicken and pork adobo recipe. So come on, cook with Tita and let's go through our ingredients. I have chicken thighs. I chopped this in half because they are so humongous. I think this probably roughly 2.5 pounds of chicken thighs, and I have 3 pounds of pork, and I chopped it into big chunk. Okay, because the reason being for that, you don't want your pork to get dry while you're cooking the rest of your chicken. Because say if you can tell, the chicken is also humongous or giant or big pieces. 2 cups of vinegar. I'm using homemade apple cider vinegar. I made that myself. Now you can use any vinegar. 2 cups. Okay, I have 2 cups over here. And over here, I have 1 cup of soy sauce. Now, I don't use water whenever I cook my adobo. I only use vinegar and soy sauce because the adobo, it's like citrusy or a little sour, and also a little, not too much of saltiness, but more like sour, So what I do to balance the citrusy or the sourness, 2 to 1. In other words, when I use 2 cups of vinegar, I would use 1 cup of soy sauce. Okay? So, just to let you know that I'm gonna remind you that I am cooking for the whole battalions. Okay? So, if you use just a couple thigh or a couple pieces of chicken, you can put, like half a cup of vinegar and 1/4 cup of soy sauce. That's 2 to 1. For example, if you use 2 tablespoons of vinegar, use 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. Get it? I hope you did. Let's proceed to go through our ingredients. We're gonna need oil. You can use any oil. Okay? I have 2 teaspoons of black pepper. I have some bay leaves here. And I have 1 large bell pepper, green bell pepper. I have some potatoes. It's already washed. A lot of you would peel your potato. You can do so if you want to peel your potato. But me, I would soak my potato really good and I would scrub my potato, okay? Well, some potatoes, sometimes I would, if it's not smooth, sometimes I would, peel my potato. But, the vitamins, it's in the peel, okay? And I have large white onion, ginger root. I have to put this much ginger root because I have a lot of meat. And also, now if you know me, the more garlic I use on my dishes, the better. Okay, but, like I said, I have a lot of meat, so I like to use this much. Okay? So now, I want to chop my potato. And I'm going to show you how big and how I chop my own potato. Just want to be sure that there is no, like dark thingy right here. You can go ahead and, like I said, choose to put only 3 potatoes or 2 potatoes or 1 potatoes. That's up to you. I would chop my potato like this, chunk, like that. See that? Just like that. Not too big. So, just like that. Okay, that's that. And my ginger, what I do, I just chop it, lightly like that. Just very, very thin. Because, sometimes people, well, me, in the other hand, I love ginger, but not a lot of people can take the spiciness, they say. Okay, that's that. And this, also, I would, not too big, but ye much. Ye big, okay? So I'll go like this and like that, okay? So that's that. All right, now how I do my this. I just go ahead and like that, and it's easy for me to dispatch the pill, if you may, like that. Okay, and that's that. I'll show you again. Okay, see, that's how I do my garlic. Just stamp it a little, it releases your stress. Okay, so anyhow, my large onion, I just as big as green pepper, okay, or bell pepper, that is. So I would chunk it like this, and like that, and then 3 pieces like that. Okay, now I am going to do the rest of my ingredients, cutting my ingredients, that is, and then I will take you to my stove and we're gonna throw down, right? Okay, so in a little while, crocodile. All right, our ingredients been prepared. I peeled and smashed my garlic, and I cut my large bell pepper like that, and I chop my ginger root really thin like that, and my one large white onion been chopped big, chunk like that, and my potatoes also been chopped chunk, not too big, but not too small either, but you don't want that to overcook and disintegrate. Okay, now we're going to crank it up because we're here now to medium, and then we're going to put our oil, about 3 tablespoons. So that's that. We're going to start browning our garlic. Squeeze it around until it releases its fragrance. Now it's already, just a couple seconds, because remember, we preheated our wok, so it's really nice and hot. And now we put our ginger root. Now the reason for this is when you saute the ginger root, you draw out their oil. Okay, so the property of the ginger root really comes out. Okay. Ooh. Now we are going to cook that bell pepper with our meat while they're tenderizing. All right, and also your bay leaves. Okay, put them in here like that. All right, so the taste of your pork and chicken really would have the spices. Squeeze it around for maybe 1 minute. We're gonna put the meat in there. Squeeze it around for, just coat the meat Okay, like that. All right. And now we're gonna put the chicken in there. Don't dump your chicken in the pot because there's a lot of liquid in there. Now that we put all our chicken in there, go ahead and toss it. Let's crank it up. Now that we have a lot of meat in here, the temperature went down. Okay, the temperature of our pan or wok went down. So therefore, what you have to do is crank up to high. Okay, we're gonna leave it here for 5 minutes, and let's cover that. Uncover every 2.5 minutes. Okay, toss it so that it would brown the meat evenly, because that's what we're looking for. Just a little bit, just light brown the meat. Cover it for another 2 minutes and a half. Okay, all right, 2 minutes and a half, it's done. And now let's toss it again. Okay, see, it's starting to brown, right? Light brown, that is. Not too, we're not cooking it, we're just browning it. Okay, now we're going to put our ground black pepper in here. All right, and our soy sauce, 2 cups of homemade apple cider vinegar, but you can use any vinegar. Okay, and then now we are going to submerge all of that meat in that thing in liquid. Be sure that they are really taking a bath. Okay, so go ahead and scoop up here. You don't want to be mashing your meat. Okay, you want it really nice and firm by the time you get done. You don't want those meat to get, you know, like separating from its bone or something. Okay, so now that you put your vinegar and soy sauce in there, you're going to turn the heat down now, because the reason for that, guys, okay, wait a minute, there's one stubborn meat. Okay, the reason for that, guys, is you don't want to evaporate your vinegar too quick. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna turn the heat down, right, to medium, and we are going to cover this wok so the steam won't escape. You understand what I'm saying? So that the sourness of your adobo will stay in the meat. We're going to cover this, like I said, and medium high, not high anymore, medium high. Leave it there for 10 minutes. This is what it looks like after 10 minutes we covered it. So now, be careful, it's magma. This is after 10 minutes, right? Oh man, starting to really smells good. Now, after we mix it, we are now gonna cook it without our cover. Okay, so let it cook on medium high, guys, medium high. So as you can see, the fat starting to rise. Okay, now, and that is the reason why we need potatoes. When you cook the potatoes along with your chicken and pork adobo, what would happen is the potato would suck all of the goodness, and you already have your yummy, delicious potato along with your chicken pork adobo. Now, speaking of that, I am going to make me some rice, okay? Because this will go very nicely on the top of your rice. You know, some people want some rice, some people just want potatoes, you know. So, and that is the reason why I'm going to put this potato in there. All right? So, let it cook until our meat is tender, and then we're going to put our potato in there. Okay? I would say probably another 10 to 15 minutes. But for right now, we're going to let it percolate. Sort of speak. Alright? So, anyhow, I'm going to cook my rice. After 10 minutes we cook this. Let's mix this. Okay, now it is almost done. Look at that. Alright. So, we're going to take some fat out before we put our potatoes in there. I don't want that much fat, you know. So, this is a whole lot of fat in there. Don't take everything out, okay? But some. Now, the potato, it doesn't take a long time to cook the potatoes, right? Especially when we, you know, chunk it up like this. So, but we're going to let this cook for another, let me see, another 10 minutes. Okay, guys? 10 minutes. Uncovered, okay? So, just let it cook like that, and I would try to scrape more fat out of it. I don't know, I don't want that much, but I'm gonna leave some flavoring, because you know, as you know, the flavoring, it's in the fat. That should be good. See, I took that much. See that? Or maybe more. Okay. All right. So it's starting to thicken. While I'm cooking this, guys, this is so delicious. Okay, you know, immediately when you put everything in there and you let it cook for 10 minutes, you immediately smell the aroma, and you know, it's really delish. See? All right, so we've been blabbing for 2 minutes, so we're gonna put it for 8 minutes. Okay? Okay, guys, I forgot to show you, my GoPro went kaput while I was putting the potato in there. After the 10 minutes, we put our potatoes in there, and we submerge all your potato in the liquid. So now we're going to cover this, okay, for 10 minutes until your potatoes are tender but not too overcooked. Okay? Oh my goodness, if you just have smell elevation, my goodness, this is so delightful. The smell is so delicious. Okay, so anywho, let's cover this for 10 minutes. Okay, all right, 10 minutes pass by. Let's flip it one more time. Or should I say, wow. Or should I say, oh my goodness. Mix it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let me see. I have to see if our potatoes are nice and tender now. It has been 10 minutes, but you gotta remember that we have a lot of meat and potatoes in the pot, so we'll see. Okay, not quite done yet. See, not quite done yet. It's still kind of hard. About, let's do this for another 3 more minutes, okay? But our meat is definitely cooked, okay? Nice and tender, as you can see that? And our pork, all right? Now don't forget, when you're cooking your pork or chicken adobo, don't let the meat dry on the top, okay? So that is the reason why, you know, I kind of, you know, leave it for a couple minutes, and then I would visit this and, you know, kind of scoop some juice and let the top get nice and juicy. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how I do it. All right, so our potatoes are nice and tender but not overcooked, okay? Because remember, you know, while this potato, while they're sitting on the juice, they're still continuously cooking in there, right? So now when you cook the potato, it should be fork tender, okay? All right, so you don't want that to be overcooked also. So we're gonna see how good they are. That and potato, okay, over rice. We're gonna put them in a server plate, and that's about it, guys. Let's try this. This is how it looks, guys, okay? That's how it looks. But let's try this, okay? Let me see our chicken. Oh my goodness. Okay. See our ginger root. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh my goodness. That's all it takes, guys. That's all it is. It's really easy and delicious. So go ahead and try my recipe, guys, and I guarantee you, you would like my recipe. You would like the taste of chicken pork adobo. All right, I hope you guys like my recipe, and until we cook again right here in my kitchen, guys, when you cook with Tita, like I always say, bon appetit, enjoy, bye.